And we had done some questions based on the profit or loss in which a person was there. He was named Raman. So Raman was selling a toy, and on that selling a toy at a loss of 20%, he was incurring a loss of 20%. And see, the cost price was not given. And then the question was saying if he is selling it at SP 100 rupees more, then what happens? Then he will having a profit of 30%. So calculate the CP. So I had told that question. I think so you all have revised and done also that question in your class of copies. Proceeding further, let's take up this some more questions on profit and loss. See, I am taking ample time to complete things, and see very less questions you are doing in a class. So I will recommend that you please study properly and note down the copies. Study things. It is the 21st chapter I am teaching you, and in that it is the lecture number 8. It is the 8th lecture on this topic, exercise 4A. Okay. So let me take any question today, and see 15th question also on the same lines. A shopkeeper sold a watch at profit of 12%. Had he sold it at 154 rupees more. So 14th and 15th question are on the same lines. Exactly the same. Only thing is the digits are changing for profit. And the thing is, in the selling, when he is selling at initially only he is getting profit. For the second case, he wants more profit. So in first case, when he is selling, he is getting a profit of 12%, but he wants profit of 18%. Here also you can take CP and 2 SPs you will get, which will equate. And see, 1 SP will be what? CP plus, that means 1 SP will be, that is 100 rupees added to the previous SP. So you calculate 2 SPs and equate them. So 14th and 15th on the same lines. Then question number 16. A dealer sells a toy at 4%, had he sold for 180 rupees more. Again 16 also on the same pattern. Okay. Only thing is that in 16th question and 15th question they are asking cost price. No, so 14th also cost price only they have asked. So in all the three they are asking cost price only. 17th one. 17th is a different type question and very good question. It can be a question of 5 mark. It can be a question of 5 mark. Here a lot of things are to be visualized. I will tell you that. See, in 17th question, here when someone is selling anything, like A is selling to B, B is selling to C. So when, understand the thing for this question. Suppose one A is there, one B is there, and other is C. Don't write anything, just see it. A bought something at rupees, suppose let us take at rupees 10. He bought something at rupees 10. That means that 10 rupees is what? CP for A. And if he is selling that at 12 rupees to B, that becomes selling price for A, and B also is, that is, and B is taking it. Now, if B consumes it, that is a different case. But if B is purchasing it, so that becomes 12 rupees as cost price for B. And suppose B also wants profit, so this B will sell at rupees 14. Got it? A bought something at 10 rupees. So that at what price A bought it was CP for A. And suppose A wants profit. So he will be selling at rupees 12. So this 12 rupees becomes selling price for A, and B purchases it. So B got it at rupees 12, just like he got rupees 10. So B got rupees at 12. So that is cost price for B. Now if B sells it at 14 rupees, that is selling price for B. And if C purchases it, so it will be what? CP for, so rupees 14. If C is selling or not selling, he wants to sell to someone else, he can sell to rupees 16. Got it? So see, the item is same, or the entity or commodity that they are selling is same. But depending upon who is selling and whether they are selling at a profit, see, I have assumed that all are selling to at a profit only. But so see here, can you find that what was SP for A is CP for B, and what was SP for B is CP for C. This question involves this concept only, and that's why they will be. Now entity is same, cost price is changing, and even selling price is changing. So depending on who is buying and who is selling, the cost price and selling price can change. So otherwise, if we have to calculate for A only, and suppose he sells back it to A, maybe again different. So again A will have different cost price, selling price. So these things are there. And let me read the question now for you to understand better. As A sells an article to be at a profit of 20%. Okay. So I'm rubbing this SPCP part. The digits I'm removing. In terms of question I am talking. A is selling to B, and in that process A is getting a profit of how much percent? 20%. 20% profit. That means if A has purchased something at 100 rupees, he is selling to B at 120 rupees, roughly speaking. But this is exact 100 rupees, 20 rupees more of that is 20% profit. Then, second part is B sells it to C at a loss of 10%. Now, this CP is 120 rupees for him. Some loss he is selling. So, when B sells, he is selling something less than 120. So, it is how much loss? 10%. 10%. So, B is selling to C at a loss of 10%. I am writing it L. Then, if C pays rupees 216 for the article, C is paying 216. That means C had got it for 216 rupees only. Got it? Now C is selling or not, that's a different case. Whether C is selling or not, that's a different case. But the thing is that he is also selling it. So if C is pays 216 for it, find the cost price for A. Now see, you know the cost price, you know the selling price. So if selling price is 216 rupees, that means this is the price at which B has sold. So SP for B is 216. So SP and 10% you can get the CP. This 120 I have written because I have assumed 100. But I have to take here as X only. Okay, don't consider that like this. Now see, this is now your question itself. So if X is what at A purchased, 20% means 1.2x. Yes or no? So SP is that, so CP for B is 1.2x. 1.2x, SP percentage profit percentage is known, percentage loss is known. So very clearly you know it now. We can proceed further. Now let me solve it. That means let's turn these things in the text of the question and see when you are solving this question, you can draw the figure like this also because it can be a very confusing question and out of 50 I don't know how many are able to solve it. Maybe 10 or 12 will get it correctly. But the target should be at least 40 should be able to solve it properly. 40 people should be having that knowledge about it. So that is the thing I wish to. So you can draw a diagram like this so that you can understand who is selling to whom and at what profit. Okay. So these things, if you are drawing a diagram like this, it will be very clear to you and you can clearly calculate and get 5 marks easily for this question. This should be a 5-mark question. I'm not giving some claims like that, but this should be a question of 5 marks considering the complexity level it carries. So right here, let the and what the question is asked? Cost price only. Yes, let the CP or cost price for A is equal to rupees X. That means this you have to suppose, and it is always a good habit to suppose that thing which is to be calculated exactly, because the last time I told you a hint about question number 14, I had assumed the SP as X, but since SP is not required, you can take CP only, so that once you get X, you are exactly getting the value of the solution that is desired also. Okay. Now, so now see, if CP is X and A is selling at a profit of 20%, so right here SP at 20% profit. 20% profit only? At 20% profit. Now you are having the formula. So that will be equal to rupees symbol we make 1 plus 20 upon 100 into X. So this is basically, this will become now cost price for B. So 1 plus 20 by 100, 20 by 100 is what? 1 plus 1 by 5, that means 6 by 5x. One plus 1 by 5 is 6 by 5x. So 6 by 5x, that is that. Now see, don't you feel this is SP and this is SP for who? This is basically cost price for B. So this is now at this price he is selling, but who is purchasing? B is purchasing. So B is purchasing, that means at what price B is purchasing, that becomes the cost price for B. So right here CP for B is equal to rupees 6x by 5 or 6 by 5x on selling the toy. What are they selling? Article. On selling the article to C, B incurs a loss. Therefore, SP for B. At how much loss is there? Who is facing the loss? B is facing the loss. How much loss is that? 10% loss. At 10% loss will be equal to rupee symbol we made 1 minus 10 by 100. And what is the CP for B now? That is 6x by 5. So 1 minus 10 by 100 means 1 minus 1 by 10, that means 9 by 10. So 9 by 10 into 6x by 5. That means if some simplification is possible, you can do it. Otherwise, you can remove it also. Means leave it like that. So 54x upon 50. Okay, so 54x upon 50. Now that is SP for B. Now, at what price B is selling and who is purchasing from B? Who is purchasing? C is purchasing. So from B, now C has purchased it. So since C has purchased it, we will be taking, and see something is given also. A had sold. And who is paying? C. That means this SP, that is 54x by 50, rupee symbol you don't forget. See, I am telling this and I expect the same, that you remember that you have to put a rupee symbol or unit wherever required. So C is purchasing it, huh? So C is purchasing it. So C pays how much rupees? 216 for it. Since C pays rupees 216 for the article, therefore 216 will be equal to 54x upon 50. This implies that x equal to rupees 216 into 50 by 54. Then 2 to the 4 and 1 5, 2 and 14, 2 times the 20, 2 and 16. 9 3 is 27, 9 is 9, 9 to the 13, 3 and 3 for the 12. So till how much rupees? 5 for the 20. Rupees 200. That means X comes. Now see, what C is paying for it is whatever price is C is paying, that is the what? That is the cost price for A, sorry, cost price for C or SP for B. So at what is SP for B is CP for C. So he C is paying how much? 216 rupees. Okay. So this should be the answer, rupees 200. If you want, I can explain again. But important is that to understand that how I explained it. A is selling to B, so A must have got a CP, but he is selling to B at some price point. So that price at which A is selling becomes what? Becomes SP for A and CP for B. That's what I told. So SP for A is CP for B and SP for B is CP for C. So at what price? C pays. So I think so this makes the understanding clear about the question. And this is a good question. I will say again, you try to understand again. If some doubt is there, do let me know. And then let's take the one more question from this exercise. That is the question number 18. 18 also is on the same pattern. So you can try it on the own and tell me later.